find somebody do it like me. I'ma turn it all the way up, cause it kamikaze. Go ahead and try, baby, you are gonna see that you'll never ever find somebody do it like me.
Hello people, hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I have been pretty regular with it. There's one thing that you keep asking me on my Instagram all the time. Recommend us books. I'm an avid reader. मेरी सांसें, मेरा दिल, मेरी जिंदगी book से चलती है. I'm always reading wherever I am. I have a book with me. I think reading has changed me as a person. And I think आज के ज़माने में where we all are like looking for companions, and as you know the dating life and the dating scenario is shit. You need a companion, and I feel there's no better companion than a book. And I also get at times it's tough to read because you don't know what to pick. You don't know where to go. Mama got you. My kids, I'm here. Your mommy's here. She's gonna help you. Welcome to my series called I Wish I Could Read It. Sorry, editor. So welcome to the first episode of I Wish I Could Unread It, where I recommend you books which have been my personal favorite, and I wish I could read them for the first time. I wish I could unread them and read them again because they have literally touched my soul. They have literally moved me, or I've been like, whoa, this was a great read. You know, there are times when you hold a book and it gets over and you're like, you're just sitting there, what just happened? I'm gonna take like 3 official days to move on from this book, and I am gonna suggest you such books. Okay. So here is this one book which when I finished, I was sitting there and I was like, oh my god, what just happened? What just I read? Drum roll. The first recommendation of our series called I Wish I Could Unread is Sally Rooney's Normal People. It's a famous books amongst readers. The way she writes, the way she projects vulnerability, projects human relationships which are very complicated in such a smooth way. She is my favorite reader, and I won't be afraid to say that I've read all her books till now, and this one has to be my personal favorite. Also the first book I read of Sally Rooney, and this book has ruined me. Did I cry when I read this book? Hell yes. Will I want to cry again? Hell yes again. Do I want you to pick this book and cry again? Hell yes again. Okay, now moving on to who all can read it. If you're a guy, you can read it. If you're a Gen Z, you can read it. If you're in your late 40s, you can read it. If you're in your early teens, no, you cannot read it. If you're in your late teens, you can read it. If you're someone who has a college sweetheart, had a college sweetheart, a school sweetheart, or you ever was in a shitty situationship, or you could not move on from somebody even if you wanted to, or you've been in one-sided love, or you have been in friends with benefits, or anything like that, this is your book. If you've ever been in a complicated relationship where you wanted to move on, you could not. But this book is also comforting because you feel seen when you read this, because I have been in those complicated situations, and when I read that in this book, I felt seen. I felt like, okay, I'm not alone. There are other people making as good mistakes as I am. So that's normal people for you. You know, the silences in the book, the anxiety in the book of two characters who cannot let go of each other even if they want to. The comfort in that toxicity. I wouldn't say like toxicity, but when you know that this person is not for you, but there's so much comfort that you don't want to let it go. You know how it is. Sally Rooney has written it so beautifully, has written it so amazingly that you would want to read it. And I'm sure like if you are a reader who has just started reading, you can pick this book. Like, I'll be very honest with you, I have been someone who started reading with Chetan Bhagat, and I till date novels. I suck for romantic stories, and gradually when you grow, you realize that romance is not exactly what is written in books, but it's much more complicated. A love story does not always has to mean that a guy meets, a girl meets, and they're together, and that's it. If you have ever been, or if you think a love story can also be when a guy meets and a girl meets and they have no idea what they're doing together. Will they be together by the end of the book? Will they separate? Are they made for each other? You gotta pick this book, brother. Again, this is that sad book, and I am a sad book girly. This is very emotional. I suck for emotional stuff. This is that 3 a.m. book you would want to pick and read when no one is around and you want to literally. This book perfectly falls in 3 a.m. sad girly reads. Even if you're a guy, I'm sure I have people around me who don't openly stay about stuff, and men usually do that. Men are not very emotionally, what do you call, expressive. And even for a guy, if you are in such a complicated relationship where you feel like she is there but she's not there, she's the one but you're not sure, you've been in a situation where the other parts of life feels much heavier than you want to be in a relationship, this book is for you. And I'm gonna read one of my favorite paragraphs from this book, because when you are in a relationship or you start liking someone and you completely like them, and maybe you even love them, and your life starts revolving around them, and you make small decisions according to them, keeping them in mind, and you don't realize that all these small decisions are going to affect your life someday in some way or the other, because it's the small decisions which take you from here to there in your life. Like, for example, when I was in college, I wanted to pursue something in the boundaries of Chandigarh because I wanted to stay with my boyfriend. I would never think of coming to Bombay because I was like, okay, my boyfriend isn't from Chandigarh and I want to stay in Bombay, in Chandigarh around him. It's only when we broke up I wanted to come to Bombay. But imagine if I still was in Chandigarh, I would not be making this video for you. So these, small decisions, as simple as that. When I last was in a situationship, and there used to be times when I had to give auditions, but my audition timing would not align with my meeting time of him. Like, they would just clash, and I would leave my auditions. Maybe some audition was there which would have made or break my career to some other thing. Not that I'm not happy right now, but I'm just giving you an example. I've left a lot of auditions because I wanted to meet him instead of giving my auditions. So these are little stupid stuff you do in love. And related to that, when I read this book, if you carefully see this book, I don't know you'll be able to see this or not. It's you can see that it's a little old. I guess I read it I might have written the date. I usually do that. If I haven't, then I'm sorry, but I'll just check. No, I haven't. Usually I do. I guess it's been 2 years that I read this book, and this is one paragraph I'm going to read from the book. It's funny the decisions you make because you like someone, he says, and then your whole life is different. I think we are at the weird age where life can change a lot from small decisions. But you have been a very good influence on me overall. I definitely am a better person now, I think. Thank you. I've also been in situations where I've been with someone and they've brought changes in my life. And I've realized that ultimately the forever is a lie. There could be people in your life where you deeply care for them, deeply, maybe are in love, but you two people are not together as a right match. But the kind of changes they bring in your life, that why God had sent them to your life, and they've changed your life for good, but they could not be your forever. And that's why this book quite literally pierced my heart. I could not keep it down. I devoured it, I ate it, I cried while reading it. And Sally Rooney is the best young novelist. I would not want to say this, but I'm gonna say this. But okay, this is gonna be a little controversial, but my knowledge about books started with Chetan Bhagat, and why I still respect that writer. A lot of people will say, oh, Chetan Bhagat, and I quite don't agree with them, because if Chetan Bhagat never wrote love stories, I would not fall for reading books. And Sally Rooney is much she's Chetan Bhagat on steroids. I mean, do you get it? What I'm trying to say? Obviously, she's writing sad girl literature. Everything makes sense. It has more depth than, of course, all those books I was talking about. But why I say that she's Chetan Bhagat on steroids is because even though the topics spoken about in the book are complicated, she has written them in such ease that it's not difficult to read. Because when you literally sometimes pick a book, the way it's written, it's so complicated that you don't understand it, and you want to put it down and you don't want to read it. You are not able to finish it because it's a little complicated to read. But this one, all of the topics are so heavy, is written so smoothly that you do not want to not pick it. You want to pick it, you want to eat it, you want to devour it, you want to read it. So your mommy is going to save you, and we're going to read all these books together. Every month I'm going to recommend you one book. You can read it, you can thank me later. And that's all for first episode of I wish I could unread. Cause, I wish I could read for the first time. A girl can want. Love you guys. Take care. Keep watching my videos. Like, share, subscribe, and watch into the space for new stuff. I love you all.
You can never find somebody do it like me. I'ma turn it all the way up cause it kamikaze.